Welcome to yet another class of IELTS we were discussing. Today we will be discussing in depth about the speaking band descriptors. Well, when you will be attempting the test of IELTS, then we have some speaking band descriptors, and according to that only your scores are given. So let us try to understand what are the different categories across the 9 bands. Okay, so the speaking band descriptors are a set of assessment criteria that the examiner uses to assess your speaking performance, and they are same for both IELTS, speaking test, academic, and general. And they take into account your fluency and coherence, your lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. Okay, based on these four parameters, you will be judged. You will be given the scores. Okay. Now let us try to understand like what does it mean to have a score zero band. Well, of course, no one wants to get that. It means you have not attended the exam at all. Okay. Then score band one, like if you have attempted the test and yeah, the score band one, it means that influency and coherence, the uh, attempt the you have made, it's essentially like incoherent. It's not at all related to whatever you are being asked. Okay. Likewise, for every bands we have that. We'll come to it later on. First, let us try to understand the different bands. Okay. Your IELTS speaking examiner will use the descriptors to evaluate your speaking skills. Okay. And what does these band descriptors essentially mean? Let us first have a look at fluency. Okay, so the first band talks about fluency and coherence. Well, fluency, of course, it signifies how fluently you can keep on speaking, like how spontaneous you are when you are speaking, when you're talking about some particular kind of topic. Your examiner will look at how fluent you are and your ability to keep speaking, and whether you are hesitating or not, you're self-correcting yourself, you're repeating some words, you're using fillers or not. Okay, that is the fluency, how fluent you are. And then we will try to understand what is coherence. Coherence means how coherent you are. Like you will be given a topic. Suppose you are asked to speak about any particular topic, and whatever you speak, okay, whatever you speak, your words, ideas, and thoughts, they must flow together. Okay, and whatever words and phrases you are using, those must be related to the particular topic that is given, and you have to be able to connect your organize your ideas, and one by one you'll be able to move from one point to the another. It's not like you're speaking something, you speak something else, and you are using connectors or not, connecting words like first, second, next, then another thing. Okay, so it basically means that whether you are sticking to the given topic or not, and whether you're fluent or not in articulating your ideas, conveying yourself, and whether you are talking about the given topic or not, that is all that is taken into account in fluency and coherence. The more fluent and the more coherent you are, the more scores you get. Okay, then let us come to lexical resource. Okay, what does lexical resource mean? It refers to words, your word stock, your vocabulary. Now, what happens when we are given a question, when we are given a topic, we need to speak, we need a lot of words to express our ideas. Okay, we cannot come back to one word over and over again. Suppose we are talking about a particular topic, we are talking about dress, we can use other words, substitutes, other synonyms for this word like attire, okay, clothing, apparel. So with the lexical resource descriptor, your examiner will listen, and they will try to identify what is your ability to choose the right words and phrases that you are expressing yourself and trying to use the right words or not. Let us just try to get an example. Suppose you are talking about school. Okay, you are given a topic like express your ideas, something related to school. So what are the words that generally come to our mind when we are talking something about school? It will be education, it will be students, it will be teachers, it will be infrastructure. Okay, it can be a playground, it can be library, it can be computers, it can be the different infrastructures, the different teaching aids, all of that. So when you're talking something in relation to that, all these words will be there, which can be used to convey your ideas. Your examiner will consider the kind of words you use, okay, and whether you are able to make your ideas clear or not, whether the words that you are using one can understand and they are relevant to the topic, okay, and also whether you're using the right form of words, like the correct forms, the ing where it's needed, the subject verb form is correct or not, the plural is correct or not, okay, and whether you can use right words together. Collocation means using two different words together, but it has to make a proper sense, okay, like environmental pollution. I've just used it. So this is all about lexical resource. Okay, now what to do, how to improve your lexical resource, how to improve your vocabulary. Now, the first and foremost thing is the day you will attempt the test, and 30 days before that, or 2 months before that, each and every day, if you try and pick a different topic, okay, pick a topic and try to read it out. So, what happens whenever we are reading something, there will be some words that we don't know, really don't understand, or suppose we are reading something, we can make out the meaning but we cannot really locate where to use the word. So we will get synonyms, we will get substitutes while we are reading something, so we can get that all, we can google up the meanings, and whenever we are trying to find meaning of something, we can use also refer to the different synonyms of that particular word. So with one word we learn more than one word, that means, okay. So that is one way, and practice, of course, a lot of practice. Then let us come to the next band descriptor. Okay. Now, lexical resource also talks about paraphrasing, then idiomatic language and less common language. So the use of idiomatic language and less common words are important on higher levels. The way you are going up in your score band, you can use paraphrases, you can use idioms, and you can use some uncommon words also, okay, but it's not that you'll be memorizing them and trying to make use of them whenever you want. It's not like that. It has to be spontaneous, it has to come with the flow. It takes time and you need to practice, and the examiner also assesses your ability to paraphrase. Paraphrasing means what saying something that is being asked but using the different words, not what is being put in the question, okay. So you have to paraphrase it in your own words. The meaning remains the same but the words are different. Then we come to grammatical accuracy, grammatical range and accuracy. So it focuses on your ability to produce speech which is grammatically correct and also using the simple and complex structures, sentence structures. Okay. Now, when you're talking about the sentences, if you are a beginner, you'll be someone who will be using simple sentences most of the time. But to get a good score band, you can mix the sentence structures. When you are practicing it more often, you can use a mix of simple and complex structures. So you have to show the examiner that you can use a variety of complex structures. Okay. Well, so we're talking about the grammatical range and accuracy. So grammatical range, of course, talks about how you can use a mix of simple and complex sentences, and you need to show that you can use this accurately. Okay, if you're attempting and you want a high score band, you have to show that you can use it accurately. And so there can be numerous errors while we are speaking grammatically. It's important to try and limit the number of grammatical errors that we make, okay? And we have to be aware of the articles, the prepositions, the subject verb agreement, so that we can be sure that whatever we are speaking, our sentences are accurate, okay? So it tackles the errors, and so grammatical range and accuracy, it's all that deals with the errors you make grammatically, and how accurately you can frame your sentence. So having talked about all these band descriptors, now let us go back to our like, so having talked about these different